Welcome back to the Tracie Trendy Show, my lovelies. Another day, another dollar, and another day we got to get to scrubbing. I am doing my review of, kind of a review of Love During Lockup. And I got to get down to the scrubbing of this ratchetness. For instance, the show started off with Andy, the ex cop, and Brittany, the recovering addict. They're having an argument. In the meantime, Andy's kicking his old rags down the steps multiple times, off a couple of steps. But Brittany's going off on Andy because he has her believing he's the Brady Bunch dad, but in reality, he was only the absentee dad. Imagine that. He didn't tell you what he really was. So, but as I'm listening in and pondering, I'm thinking, well, isn't Brittany an absentee mom? I mean, seriously, where is she? Where is she? Somebody's raising her kids. She's in the pokey. I'm just saying. And I'm wondering, well, part of me thinks all of this act is a show for Brittany because she don't want to see that big donut loving man with those bad tattoos coming at her doorstep. I don't think she wants that. But hey, a little birdie told me that they are filming. Well, they have filmed, I guess, Love During Lockup. But apparently, allegedly, Andy hasn't divorced his third wife. And his third wife was livid when she found out he's out here dating. And apparently the word got to Brittany and they are no longer together, even though you will see him on the upcoming season of Love After Lockup. Now, Jade and Chris. Now, Jade is the wife married to the Native American man who's in prison for a very, very, very long time. And she's collecting $12,000 a month, which is, it's something. I mean, some people think it's a lot of money, but in reality, I don't know if it's all that. I mean, but she's living a life of Raleigh, which is cool. I mean, she doesn't have to get up and do a 9 to 5, but she's going to have to get up and answer that phone because Jake is very obsessive over her and possessive. So she's going to be earning that little money. So she might as well just get a job and try to make that. But apparently she thinks otherwise, and she doesn't have the time to be answering this man's many calls. I don't really think she loves him. I took copious notes. I'm like, I don't see an episode. I mean, she did a little, gave him a little peep show, but I still don't see it. So I think she needs to hatch her plan and possibly stash some cash. And I mean a lot of it. And then she's going to have to hit up an attorney for a divorce before this man get released, because you don't really need a reason to divorce a man. And then she needs to hide, because if she doesn't stash this cash, she won't have anything, because everything is in his name. And Florida is not a community property state. So everything's in Jake's name. She won't get anything. So she might as well hightail it out there with a lot of cash. So moving on to Latisha and Keith. Latisha, the wannabe accountant, but pretty much is probably a tax preparer, and Keith, the con. Now, Latisha goes to an attorney and seems dumb AF, my loves, dumb AF. She doesn't even want to listen to the man. When he tells her, she'll be in trouble having to fill in around all those clients' documents. And she acts all brand new about this. She has no clue and doesn't really hear anything. And then she starts crying about it's not being fair. And he tells her he's not talking about being fair. He's talking about the law and how she should be looking out for her kids, not Keith. And in the meantime, see if she can get a post nut. Now, apparently, I'm assuming that Latisha's got a lot of backlash from the fans because she made a post trying to set the record straight by revealing Keith isn't actually part of her accounting firm. She said the two actually have separate businesses together, but editing made it seem like it's her accounting firm. And you know what? I don't believe it. I believe her. She's trying to have that man up in that business. She already had a desk for him. I believe it. That she wanted him up there running things for her. Nika and Asanta. Green wig and Asanta. Nika. Nika is, she's acting fool at her going away party. And Big Bird, that's her mama. Big Bird is just a woman who did the same thing Nika's doing. Well, dating Khan. And her family, so Renika and her whole family doesn't want her leaving for a man that she never met. And Big Bird, her mama is saying, do as I say, not as I do. But I'm saying it's too late, Big Bird. You ingrained this foolishness in this child and all your other birds. Because according to Renika, most of your kids are convicts or dating them. So how does that make sense? Anyway, Greenwig says she has to get that DAC and she will be flying off on the next thing smoking. And she will be on her knees and back in no time once she gets to the ATL and probably contracting an STD because stats don't lie. The STD rates in Atlanta are no joke, my loves. Be careful out there. So in the meantime, Santa will smile while she takes care of his every need. So when she gets to Atlanta, she's going to be taking care of this Santa because she's already doing it while he's in jail. And then when he's dipping and doing it with some other chick, she's going to be saying, but baby, I've done X, Y, and Z for you. But Shingle doesn't care. So all I have to say is stop throwing your kids in the situation, or Nika. Leave them where they be and let them not see this ratchetness. Moving on to Savannah and Jake. That's the new couple. Savannah and Jake. Jake was a man who got 35 years at the tender age of 19. According to him, they hit up a weed man. But his mom got her nose turned up at this chick who's living out in the free world, taking care of herself without the taxpayer dying. And she doesn't want her son having anything to do with Savannah. But Savannah, I mean, she might be a little screw short, but she is trying to get him out early. But in the meantime, his mom doesn't want anything to do with her because she thinks Savannah is cheating on her son who has 35 years of prison time. I mean, what does she want the girl to do? Waste her prime years because he's wasting away in prison? Why? She's not in jail. Why should she be in there 35 years? Is she out in the free world? And I'd like to know if the situation was reversed, would he live a solitary life? If the situation was reversed? I won't think so. I don't think so. So anyway, Savannah says she didn't cheat. And I believe her, she didn't cheat, but you know what? I don't know. You might as well. I mean, you might as well just live a life because he doesn't even seem dedicated enough to her, in my opinion. So she might as well just move on from him. Brittany and Kyoko. Okay, loves, it seems as if Brittany got Lacey's bed from seasons past. Lacey and Shane's bed? Yeah, it's the same bed. But this one lights up and all she has to do is make the weekly payments. She better sanitize that bed because Lacey's done a lot of tricks in that bed. So in the meantime, she's settling in her new place and she's talking to her pal. And she soon realizes that she's late for a video call because obviously production's up in there, But we all know that. But Kyoko doesn't care. She reads Brittany the riot act and hangs up on her. But I want to know, how is Kyoko calling the shots from the pokey? So she got Brittany up feeling all kinds of way. I guess she can call the shots because Brittany doesn't have anywhere to go. Her folks wrote her off. And they're talking about kids and everything and how Brittany's going to be the surrogate. So they're going to use Kyoko's egg. They're going to use her egg, okay? That's going to be expensive, but it isn't my money. So that's how they're going to have kids and get it through IVF. But it's quite interesting, my loves. I don't know. This episode was okay. What do you guys think of all of this? What do you guys think? Drop a line below. We're going to talk about this ratchetness as well as subscribe. If you have not subscribed, my loves, go ahead and hit that subscription bell as well as a notification because YouTube plays tricks, and share and care if you dare, my loves. And I'll check you all out on the flip side.